Ramblin man here. Okay, so if you're watching all this stuff going on in Afghanistan, like most people are, or like, I've been out of the loop a little bit. Went on a few-day trip up to pick up a car in South Dakota, so that was quite a road trip. But along the way, you hear all these things going on in Afghanistan. Now, Trump had initially started this whole plan to remove the troops from Afghanistan. But Biden, in an attempt to look better than he really is, decided we're just going to withdraw all these troops right now. Without a real plan, we left behind equipment that the Taliban now has. We left behind people. I don't know why would, tell me this, why would you go through and you just pull all your troops out? Now we're sending troops back over to help evacuate people. Why wouldn't you do it in the first place? Wouldn't that be the first order of business? You know what? Let's get all the people we want out of there first before we take all of our troops who are there to protect. Now, granted, from what I've been reading and everything, there's not been any confrontation with Taliban at the airport where they're in Kabul, where they're taking things out. But here's the problem. So you had all this stuff, the embassy going up in flames and all kinds of different things. People trying to burn paperwork and all that. Right now they're saying shelter in place until you hear from the embassy. It's just crazy to me that anything that has happened in the past, we say, oh, well, Trump did this, is like the January 6th, the insurrection, which, whatever. You talk to one person, they believe one thing, and someone else believes something else. But here's the thing. That was all. They laid that right on the shoulders of Trump. Well, Trump, it's all his fault. Well, let me tell you something. Just because Trump started the withdrawal and had plans for it, Biden stepped in, and this that's going on right now in Afghanistan is all at the feet of Biden. This is all him. This is all Biden. And if you notice that Kamala is nowhere around, I haven't even seen her. They pretty much locked her away. This is the worst presidency ever. Let's think about this. At what point do you limit what your president can say? You hide the vice president because she's making such a uproar and people think she's a total idiot, when the Democrats thought, hey, she'll be a viable second choice whenever Biden, and we can get him out of office. Why do you think he's still in office? Here's why he's still in office. Because they thought, hey, you know what? He'll be a total idiot because he's suffering from dementia and all kinds of his faculties are not there. Cognitively, he is just suffering. And it's embarrassing. We're a country where Biden is our president. It's embarrassing. Worst president ever. Then, I'm sure the Democrats thought, you know what we'll do is 6 months into there, we'll go ahead and, cognitively, we'll look at the 25th Amendment and say he cannot function as the president. We'll replace him with Kamala. Oh, but here's the problem. Kamala's a total idiot. Her approval rating is I'm talking about, we're almost single digits. I don't know. It's bad. At first, it was the worst in 51 years as vice president, but now I don't know that there's a worse vice president. She is the worst. So the duo of Biden and Harris, terrible. Yet you still have people that will take their side and say, oh, they're just so caring. Caring about what? They don't even know where they're going, what they're doing. They can't tell the difference between their head and their ass. Let's be honest. That is the honest truth. They don't know which way they're going, what they're doing. All we've managed to do is take a government that was going in the right direction and destroy it. Right now, the American government, you can't even say it's even looking positive. People are saying that his approval rating is depending on where you get it from, 46 to 50, and his disapproval rating is between 43 and 52, depending on who you hear it from. But that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. And for the longest time, it hadn't moved at all because I think people were just hoping that maybe he'll pull something out of his ass. Nope. Not going to happen. Worst president ever. We're in a bad situation. My heart goes out to the Afghani people because, let's be honest, they didn't ask for this. First off, we go in there to catch Osama bin Laden, all that stuff. And then what happens? Once he's killed, we stay. And we act like we're going to change things, which we know they're not going to change. They finally get a taste of freedom. And then boom, overnight. Took them 9 days for the Taliban to take over Afghanistan. 9 days. It's almost unbelievable, right? And for Biden to say, well, I didn't really see it happening that fast. Yeah, no crap. You didn't see anything happening because you don't even know what's going on or who's in charge. We don't even know who's in charge. This is embarrassing. From the world standpoint, it's the first time I've ever really been embarrassed to be an American. It's sad because you can't have a lot of pride when your president is a total loss. For real, he's a loser. When it comes to who we are and what we do, we don't show strength. We don't show unity. We don't show any of that. What does the U.S. become? The U.S. has become a place just for people to throw politics around and for us to put people in power just to have people in power so we can say we're Democrat run. Way to go. The leftist views. Woke is broke. That's all I got for you today. Ramblin' Man out.